Action.
Scene 1. The Lawrence family has just pulled into Pops and Nana's driveway on Thanksgiving.
We're here! I'm so hungry that I can eat an entire turkey and pumpkin pie all by myself.
Whoa there, Dalton. Remember not to eat too much. Here at Pops and Nana's house, we still have to visit 2 more houses for Thanksgiving dinner after this one today.
That's right, and your other grandparents will be disappointed if you don't eat any of the food at their houses.
I'll be fine. I'm a growing boy, remember? I eat a lot.
I know, but there will be a lot of food between these 3 houses. I don't want you to end the day feeling like a stuffed turkey yourself. You know what? Thanksgiving is a lot like a mile-long run.
Leave it to you to compare Thanksgiving to something healthy, Ellen.
Explain the comparison to Ellen.
I hope you are joking. You did not understand. You did understand the point of the story, didn't you?
I did. Wait, you didn't get the story.
Well, I remember running the mile once when I was younger, and I started off at a sprint. I was way ahead of the other kids after the first lap around the track. But then I totally ran out of steam. I got so tired that I could barely shuffle to the finish line. Needless to say, everyone else in the race passed me, and I ended up in last place. I learned an important lesson that day about pacing myself.
Are you saying I should go for a run after I'm done eating?
I hope you're joking. You did understand the point of the story, didn't you?
Not really.
Action.
When I ran that mile, I should have paced myself. I should have started off a little slower at the pace that I have must sustain for the entire mile. It's related to Thanksgiving because you will be better off if you pace yourself in terms of eating. Instead of eating everything in sight at the first house you visit, you just eat a little knowing that you will get to eat more later. That is an excellent analogy, Lloyd.
Yes, and for one, I plan to follow your advice and pace myself today.
As they were talking, the family climbed out of the car and walked up the sidewalk to Nana and Pop's house. Dalton rings the doorbell and Pops opens it.
Well, hello. Well, hello, everyone. It's so good to see you. And I hope you are hungry. Your Nana has been preparing a colossal feast for the past 2 days. I think it might just be her best Thanksgiving dinner ever.
Oh, I remember be overly very much, but I did experiment with some recipes. I'm excited to get your offices opinion on them.
You know me, Nana. I'm happy to take any of your cookies. I'm starving.
I'd love to try your new recipes too, Mom. Don't be offended if we don't eat too much though. Remember, we have to go to Jeff's dad's house around 3 o'clock and then on to Jeff's mom's house around 6 o'clock tonight. Oh, you'll have plenty of time to work up and appetite before it's too late.
That's what I think too, Nana.
Mom turns and talks quietly to Dad. This is a good tempo, is it?
I don't think so. It looks like a lovely place in the hallway.
Scene 2.
Action.
Scene 2. An hour later, the family has finished their meal. Dalton has dug in and had 2 helpings of everything on the table. It's now time for dessert. What taste of pie does everyone? What? I have
regular pumpkin, and then I have my 2 mint recipes, caramel, pecan, and cinnamon apple.
Ooh, the caramel pecan sounds delectable. I'll try that, just half a slice though.
If we have ice cream to top, I will take a slice of the cinnamon apple. If we don't have ice cream, I will try the caramel pecan with Ellie.
It's just not Thanksgiving without a slice of pumpkin pie. I'll take pumpkin. Pumpkin for me too, Mom. Dalton, which kind do you want?
Would it be possible to try a small slice of each kind, Nana? Then I can give you my opinion.
Care and totally, Dalton, I love for you to try out there.
Are you sure that's a good idea, Dalton?
I just want to taste them.
If you give him all 3, make sure the pieces are pretty small, Mom.
After a few minutes, Nana returns to the table with 1 slice of pie for everyone except Dalton. Nana places 3 plates in front of Dalton, each containing a different large slice of pie.
Oh, nice. So, I'm afraid that's too much pie for Dalton.
Oh, sorry. I'll be fine, Dad.
You don't have to eat. Dalton just lied. What you don't want to eat.
Dalton only nods. He is unable to respond because his mouth is already filled with pie. Within minutes, all 3 of Dalton's pie plates are scrapped clean.
The caramel pecan get my vote. Nana, that was silky smooth and delicious.
This entire meal was absolutely scrumptious. Nana, thank you.
There is a lot of food left through. I know what will be eating for the next week and a half leftovers.
I love Thanksgiving leftover pie. Can I come over and eat them with you?
Of course, Nana's kitchen is open for visitors every day at 5:30 p.m. sharp.
How can you even think about food, Dalton? I didn't even eat a quarter of the amount you ate. I am feeling so full that I thought that the thought of food makes me queasy.
Everyone stands and begins to clear the dishes off the table.
Once we finish the dishes, I plan to take a nap.
Me too. That's part of the Thanksgiving tradition, you know.
I saw a report on the news last night that there's actually an amino acid in turkey that tends to make a person drowsy.
Who would have ever thought that there would be a scientific evidence to support the need to take a nap on Thanksgiving?
I think stretching on a recliner sounds good to me. I must admit, my pants are feeling quite tight.
Are you wishing you would have listened to me about pacing yourself when you ate?
Absolutely not. Those pies were amazing. I'm glad I got to try all 3 flavors I'll be fine in a few hours.
Scene,
Action.
scene 3. It is exactly 2:45. Dalton, Ellen, and their parents are walking up Grandpa and Grandma's lawn and sidewalk.
Here we go for Thanksgiving number 2.
Dalton, please don't eat quite so much here.
I won't, Mom. I must admit I am feeling a bit full still. But I feel guilty if I don't eat very much. I don't want Grandma Walden to be offended if I don't eat her delicious food.
I'll try to politely remind Grandpa and Grandma that we already ate one big meal. Now we have another one to go in a few hours. I think she'll understand.
I think he is coming down with something called I regret not listening to the advice my sister gave me. Are you wishing you would have listened to me about pacing yourself when you... There will be lots of other aunts, uncles, and cousins here, so Grandma Loden will be watching you eat as closely as Nana did.
Besides, I think you'd rather feel a little guilty than feel totally sick because you overate.
It's just. Oh yeah, you're right, Dad.
Once the family begins eating, Dalton forgets about the resolution he made. He helps himself to one large helping of each food at the table. This time, however, he just eats one slice of pumpkin pie.
I'm sorry we have to leave too soon, Dad, but I told Mom that we would be over to her house around 6 o'clock for supper.
I understand. Maybe you can come back tomorrow or some leftovers. We have plenty.
Yes, we'll plan to do that. I know Dalton would love that. He was telling my mom earlier he absolutely loves Thanksgiving dinner leftovers. Dalton attempts to grin, but he is not feeling very well. In fact, he feels like his stomach is about to explode.
Dalton, are you okay? You don't look so good. I'm fine. My stomach is just hurting a little bit. Oh dear, I hope you're not coming down with that.
I think he's coming down with something called I regret not listening to the advice my sister gave me.
Now, Ellen, leave your brother alone. Remember how you said that you learned the importance about picturing yourself after you learned the mile run? Dalton just had to learn this lesson on his own.
I'm not sure that I know the whole story here, but I do know that we humans often learn best by experience a hardship ourselves that we reckon hearing that the stories of others. I hope you feel better soon. Me too.
Action.
Scene 4. It is now 6 o'clock on Thanksgiving evening. Dad rings the Grandpa and Grandma's Brenner's doorbell. Grandma opens the door.
Hello everyone. I'm sure hope you came ready to chow down because I have a lot of food on the dinner room table. Please don't be offended, Grandma, but I don't think I'm going to be able to eat much of everything at all. Oh dear, won't
Worry. You look
miserable, darling.
He didn't listen to my advice to pace himself during the other 2 meals. Now he's paying the price.
I see that. Too bad. I made your favorite candy yums.
Ugh. I'm sorry, Grandma.
Perhaps we can put them in a container and you can eat them tomorrow as leftovers.
I don't want to even hear the word leftovers right now. Dad, may I go lie down?
No, you need to sit at the table with us. You don't have to eat anything, but you do need to be a polite dinner guest and contribute to the conversation. Your grandparents worked hard to make this huge feast for us.
I don't know if I can bear to look at food anymore, so...
I tried to warn you that you'd be suffering by tonight if you ate too much at Pop's and Nana's house, and you chose not to hear their advice. Now you have to deal with the consequences of your decision.
I paced myself, Grandma, so I'm ready to eat again. Did you make your world famous homemade dinner rolls for me?
Of course I did. I know that they are your favorite.
Believe me, I learned my lesson. I never want to feel like this again. I'm going to pace myself next year.
Wait a second, let me run upstairs and get my old bedroom and grab my old tape recorder if it still works. I want to record you saying that so that I can play it back for you next year on Thanksgiving.
That's that thing.